All right, welcome back. Hope you all are doing well. We got about a foot of snow here in Illinois today. So kind of a late night lesson for you guys. Hope you enjoy it. This is Dustin Lynch, Thinking About You. So this song came out about a year ago with Lauren Alaina, trading off on the verses and doing harmony. Great song. It's on his album, Dustin's album, Tullahoma. Just got re-released a couple months ago with Mackenzie Porter singing that lead. Great artist as well. So super cool song, and it follows the same 4 chords that I've been harping on in all these lessons. So we'll run through that and get you playing along in no time. So here we go. So this is going to go through the voicings that we go through on those 4 simple chords in my mini course at justplayalongguitar.com. It's down in this description if you need to check it out. I'll run through those quick here. So I'm going to be playing variations of these chords with my ring finger and my pinky finger anchored on the B string and E string for most of these. So E minor, D, C add 9, ring and pinky still anchored there on the 3rd fret, G. So when you go from that C add 9 to the G, hardly any movement there. Same thing down to the E minor, D, C add 9, G. And on this one, actually, when I'm playing a D, I'm not even playing the high E string. I rarely even fret it in this particular song. So you can play it if you're just starting out. Don't worry about playing, the palm muting and the exact fretting on either hand. You can play it. Always say when you're strumming, keep that right hand moving, just like you're tapping your foot. Your foot's tapping, and that wrist is always going. Keep a loose wrist, fairly loose grip on the pick. And that strumming is just like the shaker or a tambourine. Keep that right hand going with the strumming, and your left hand is actually putting the accents on it. It's muting the strings when you don't want the strings to ring out, and it's letting them ring when you want it. So when I go and try to play with this record, so he'll start on that E, so I'll actually go. And when I hammer on to that D, so I'm playing the E, and then I'm hitting open strings, and I'm going to hammer on my index finger on that 2nd fret of the G string. So you can just do that part over and over for me. After you get those 2 chords down, so that E minor to a D, and this to the C, back to the G. So it's really just those same 4 chords, same pattern, same basic strumming the whole time, actually. The verse is very sparse, so it's kind of, if you're doing it with a pick, I'll start with a pick, and I'll show you a finger pick way in a minute. You're going that. E minor, D, C add 9, get to the chorus, then you can open it up. If you're playing by yourself or playing along with a buddy, even playing along with the record, when you get to the chorus, you can open up your strumming and not as much wrist and palm muting out those strings. So let me run through a verse and a chorus, and I'll sing along with this, and I'll show you the basic form of this song. So here we go. How you mama, how you been, girl, it's been too long. Saw her sister at the Circle K, her baby number 2 is on the way. Hadn't seen her since her wedding day with you on my own. It's good to hear from you again. Girl, what a coincidence. I was just thinking about that weekend I'm coming in late. Back into that verse, you're sparse again. So, and then when you get to the chorus, you're wide open strumming. So that's just, it's the same chords, the same pattern over and over, but you're creating dynamic with your hands and how much you're letting the guitar ring out. So one other way you can play that verse, if you don't want to use a pick, you can use really just 2 fingers doing a finger pick. So if you play the root note or the bass note of the chord, so on the E, it'd be the low E. And on this one, it's typically whatever you're playing on the B string. So if you watch my index finger, I'm gonna probably hit the B string, maybe a little bit of the G, depending on how sloppy I'm playing. But use your thumb to play the bass, and then use your index finger to play that B string. So watch as I move through the same chords with my left hand. I'll use my fingers. And when I want to get that slap and not let the chords ring out, so you hit it, and then you're back with your hand. So again, thumb on the bass note, index finger on the B string. Same fretting with your left hand, and that's going to be super sparse for you. That's essentially what I was doing with a pick. This just gives it a little different feel. And I was just thinking about a weekend I'm coming in. So if I do it with a pick, I'll show you just a little bit differently. You can play very rhythmic with a pick. If I was playing this live, I have a hard time finger picking and singing at the same time, and it doesn't really project. So if I'm playing live, I'm probably doing it with a pick. But play along with those in the mini course and actually my full course. We go over hammer-ons and pull-off, where you're strumming the strings and using your fingers on the fretboard to put a little ear candy in there. Play along with that on this one, see how it feels. So that is Dustin Lynch's Thinking About You. It's a super fun song. It's very sing-alongable. It's all over the radio right now. I hope this lesson helped you figure this one out. It's the same 4 chords I've been harping on. It's the same 4 chords on my video where I played over 30 songs with those 4 chords. You'll be surprised once you get into this and you start playing one, how many songs you can play with those 4 chords. It's literally thousands of songs. So I hope this one helped. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you want to hear next. If there's a song that you'd really love to hear, I'm going to keep these 4 chord songs coming at you. If you want to take my free mini course, it's below as well, justplayalongguitar.com. And also, if you want to go further with me, you've been digging the videos, you've been digging the mini course, I got you taken care of too. Hit me up. you can go and check out my full course, Just Play Along Guitar. So it'll take you from square one, and by the end you'll be able to play along with all your favorite songs. And best of all, you're going to know the mentality and why you're using your left hand and your right hand together and what makes sense, how you're building up those songs. Once you know how to build up one or two songs, all these songs start to make sense. They're all gonna be similar. So it's not a hidden secret. It's just basic fundamentals and learning that and getting comfortable with the instrument. From there, it starts getting real fun. So I'd love to help you out. Hit me up. Again, link in the description. We'll see you in the next one. Happy strumming.